The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight. Hello friends, and welcome back to another video on my channel. I'm super excited to talk about today's video. I'm laughing because the episode that we're talking about today is a mess. Today we are talking about Goosebumps, the show. But more specifically, we are talking about The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight. This episode is so hard to sit through now as an adult. Rose-tinted glasses didn't help. Let's dive right in. This episode follows Jody and Mark as they go to their Grandma Miriam's and Grandpa Kirk's farm for the summer, and they discover living scarecrows. Man, this episode, it starts off weird, like when they get to the house, like the grandma and grandpa are acting really weird and talking in these really bad acting voices.
Are you sure? Are you sure you locked the doors?
I told you, they're locked.
The windows? Did you bolt them shut?
Then you got Stanley there, babbling like a buffoon. Oh, yeah, Stanley, he's the farmhand. Babbling away, just babbling away in this horrible southern country accent. Or, I don't know, it's bad.
I like those frogs. You shouldn't catch them, because if you do, the scarecrows might just end up catching you.
But for real, the kids notice that their grandma and grandpa are a little off. They're not acting the same. They're not doing the things they usually do. And then right after they mention, like, hey, that's weird, Stanley says some stupid shit to reaffirm that he's kind of the guy who caused all this shit.
Now let me think. I don't like those stories. They make me scared.
And it happens within like 5-10 minutes of the episode. I mean, the episode's only 20 minutes long, so 5 minutes of the episode. It gives it away. It gives it away. I mean, if you read the book, you'd already know, but still, pretty much it's just like 20 minutes of these kids running around trying to figure out, like, is this scarecrow alive? Oh, wait, I think they are. Oh no, it might be Stanley's son, Styx. We haven't talked about Styx yet. Let's talk about Styx. Styx is this like obnoxious little brat who like just talks in the worst southern accent you've ever heard. Roll clip.
Hey, this isn't any place for city kids. You two should have never come out here.
I'm pretty certain that the Goosebumps show was shot in Canada, so all these kids are Canadian, and especially Styx, putting on that accent, it's just awful, and is giving a horrible, like, stereotype that all country farmhands are stupid hicks. Like, it's bad. Especially Stanley. Stanley comes off really stupid. Like, I mean, he was written that way in the book, but still, it's awful, man. Just, like, the way Styx acts is just so obnoxious. I told you, we don't like no city slickers around here. I'm a real American. The kid's Canadian. He says that line like 3 times throughout this whole episode. Like I think the kids get the point. You don't like him very much. You want him to go back to the big city. I can't do this episode. It might seem like I'm not talking about a lot of the scary stuff that happens, because there's not a lot of scary stuff that happens. This whole episode is just these stupid kids running around this dumbass farm with their grandparents who aren't making their chocolate chip pancakes because Stanley obviously doesn't like them. Let's just jump to the point. This episode is about Stanley putting a curse on the scarecrows, and he does some shit to make them come alive and terrorize the grandparents for treating him like a farmhand. That is the point of this episode.
A couple months ago, my dad, he found this book full of spells. He thought it'd be cool if the scarecrows were alive so they could really keep the birds off the crops. That way, he wouldn't have to work so hard. Yeah, well, they came alive all right.
The scarecrows do attack Jody at one point, like on a bike or some shit, and like it's great, it's gold, whatever. They attack it. It's a really lame attack sequence. but and then they realize like we gotta stop these scarecrows, so they go to Sticks for help, and Sticks like doesn't really do much but tell him like, yo, my dad made these scarecrows come to life.
Yeah, well, they came alive all right.
And I think they put him in like a piece of farm equipment and killed the scarecrows. At the end of the episode, like, there's always a twist in these fucking Goosebumps shows, man. This one's the worst, man. Stanley has like this book of spells that he used to bring the scarecrows to life, and his dumbass starts reading one off, and then they hear the piece of machinery that they used to kill the scarecrows. I guess it becomes possessed or something, and it starts coming towards the house, and that's where it cuts off. So I guess they all fucking die. Like I guess that's the ending. But what I love about this is like it's obvious that like the piece of farm equipment is supposed to be alive. It's like a tractor with like a plow in the front or something. But you can, and like there's no one driving it. Like the tractor's alive, but you can clearly see this motherfucker driving it. It's so good. So yeah. The episode of Scarecrow Walks at Midnight is worse than the book. I didn't enjoy the book much either. Honestly, it's like one of my least favorite Goosebumps books. I know a lot of people love the book, but this episode is just so bad. If this video has seemed all over the place, like in details of the episode, dude, you should try watching the episode. The editing's horrible. The storyline's all over the place. It's just so... I can't stop laughing about how bad this episode is. But yeah, it doesn't hold up well today. It's still a stupid, fun watch if you really want to laugh and realize how bad some of these Goosebumps episodes were. There's a lot of good ones, like the Haunted Mask episode's amazing, but this one is just so bad. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch nonetheless, and it was a lot of fun to make this video about it, because I just get to come on here and just dog it and still admit that it's kind of fun, but dog it. Like it's wild, man. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making this video. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for continuing to watch. I gained a subscriber, and welcome to the family, the Spooky Time with Jay family. We have a lot of fun over here, and yeah, just keep your eyes peeled for new upcoming videos. God bless you, and I will catch you in the next one.